Sinking is Bailey. Quan's got it. Here's the throw. And this game is over. The Guardians will, I'm sure, have somebody look at it, and now the umpires are going to look at it.
They have nothing to lose. Oh, baby, because driving into the city, and it's 5-1, and yes, I may have peeked to listen on the radio, and John Miller's just sounding depressed, and it's lifeless at the yard. All right, 5-1, you know what? All right, fine. They're done. And those jokers, we're going through rehearsal at the Olympic Club fight night, and we'll get into all that, our fun night at the Old Club for the Old Club Foundation yesterday. A great night.
Oh, it was a great night.
But we're going through rehearsals and rundowns. And I look at my phone, and I go, are you kidding me?
I couldn't believe it.
And I run into Shasky maybe an hour later. I said, can you believe those jokers won a game? You were like, what are you talking about? It's like they won in 10 innings.
I went into the sauna after getting a workout in. Both my butt cheeks were hurting because it was leg day. And you go, the Giants won. I go, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. And I looked at you like you were lying to me. I went down and looked at the phone. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then I saw the Lamont Wade fly out, sack fly, if you will, and the slide. And I was like, I can't believe they won.
I can't believe they won. And now they got a little bit of
them.
hope. They got some hope. They're going to Colorado for 4 games. It's all set up for them. We had our show meeting yesterday.
It's all
and
set up for them.
London said it. And I agree with him. He goes, you better be prepared for them to go into the playoffs because the schedule's starting to open up for them. 4 against Colorado, they're not trying to win, although they did win yesterday against the Cubs and did the Giants a favor. Then they get 2 against Arizona, and I have no idea where Arizona's at right now. They got 7 against the Dodgers, and who knows if the Dodgers are even going to play their guys.
I have no idea.
Will they go hard?
I know.
Is Mookie going to play? Because I know he got hurt over the weekend.
They're running out of pitching.
Everybody's running out of pitching, but
the season's too long.
I can't believe they won a game. They deserve love. They deserve love.
5-1 on the homestand.
Yeah,
they totally salvaged their season.
Salvaged it, saved it. They get love. They're a half game behind Arizona. They earned it. They get credit for that. Harrison, look, he's a youngster. Pitched 4 innings. He's not stretched out. Put that bullpen at Alex Wood. You got to give him credit.
Yeah,
Alex Wood went 4 shutouts. Shasky.
Hey, look,
4 shutout.
Look, if we're going to crush Alex Wood for some of his comments and whatnot, you also have to acknowledge he's been pretty reliable.
Yeah. Yes.
Look, he's not Lincecum in his prime. No one is sitting here making the case that the guy, has been an outstanding otherworld. Like he wasn't Rodon from last year, for example. Mm-hmm. But you look up. He's had a lot of really clutch performances this year. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying it.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that either.
And by the way,
go ahead.
Your Wilmer Flores-led Giants, he is your Willie Mack Award winner.
He is.
Again.
Back-to-back?
Yes.
Back-to-back. Although J.D. Davis has an argument, especially with his 3-run homer.
I'll listen to that.
3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. They hit a 3-run homer to tie the game in the bottom of the 8th inning against that Cleveland Guardians bullpen. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. They were dead in the water. Dead. So now they're a half game behind Arizona. You know what? They make the playoffs. A lot of jobs are going to be saved in that organization.
Are you talking about vendors, or are we talking about
I'm talking about
front
managers.
Office?
I'm talking about executives. I'm talking about vice president, president of baseball operations. I'm talking about Farhan and Gabe Kapler.
Let's let it play out.
They make the playoffs, man. Gosh,
is that a successful season? It has to be, right?
For this team, yes, because we only expected me personally, I expected like 85 wins.
So they get the third playoff spot, and hypothetically, we're doing hypotheticals here. They win 1 game or they lose, whatever. That's not play-in status. That's officially a playoff team, correct? Is that how we're treating it? Because I considered the Warriors, when they won the play-in, to me, like, they lost the play-in. That was a playoff team, even though they lost and didn't make the actual playoffs.
Yeah.
They were the 7th seed, I believe?
7th seed.
And lost back-to-back games? Like, I know nobody wants to say that's why they've never lost in the Western Conference Final.
Were they 8 seed? 8 seed?
Whatever. Yeah. But, like, to me, they were a playoff team that year.
Yeah.
What would you consider them a playoff team?
Yeah, I never really have because they didn't make the play-in.
No, this is why I'm asking you. We can have different prerogatives on this.
No, I mean, I guess it's the play. But the play-in to me wasn't. The play-in to me wasn't a playoff. I mean, it was a right to go to the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
To participate to the playoffs.
I kind of like
people,
that.
you know, if they do make the first round, they're competitive. I don't know. But you know what? We've crushed them so much.
If a tree falls in the woods.
You know what? If a tree falls in the woods. I couldn't believe they won, Shasky. I was just like, I was befuddled. And then watch somebody randomly was watching the highlights. Like, I can't believe they won. I'm just watching the highlights right now. I was like, you know what? We'll give them some love today.
My favorite comment was last night, and we'll explain the event we were at. Some guy comes running up on us, and he's like, dude, my brother yells at you all the time on Twitter about the Giants.
He did.
And he's like, I'm the biggest Giants fan, blah, blah, blah. And I can't stand any of your opinions on the Giants. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Hey, no, he goes, my brother comes at you on Twitter. I was like, well, thank God he ain't coming at me. He wore it like a badge of honor.
No, he did.
My brother comes at you.
Yeah. I said, well, does he like me? Kinda.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously follows you.
I know.